Good morning. So we're going live in 5 minutes. If some people are already online, welcome. And yeah, get settled. We go live in 5. Okay, good morning. It is 6 o'clock. We're going to get started. If you're joined, thank you. Lovely to see you. If you have questions, you can put them in the little chat box on the side. An apology about the audio this morning. We will have a microphone tomorrow, but hopefully you can hear me. I have a good, loud voice. So, yeah, let's get started. We're going to begin seated. And well done for joining at 6 o'clock this morning. Tomorrow it will be 7 o'clock. Great. Right, come to find a comfortable seat. And you know what that looks and feels like for you. So whether it's kneeling, crossing at the ankles, whatever you feel most comfortable beginning your practice this morning. You might need a little shoulder roll. Think about sitting nice and tall, rooting down through the sit bones, growing tall through the crown of the head. And then ease the shoulders back and down. And if it feels okay, close down the eyes or just settle the gaze a little in front of you. I find a nice, deep, rich inhale through the nose and a little gentle sigh through the mouth. Really helps me to just arrive. So if you need to take a couple of those, please do. And then we're just going to settle for a few moments in stillness. The elbows are soft, the hands are lightly resting on the knees or the lap. There's a heaviness to the lower half of you. There's a lifted and a lightness to the top half of you. And just notice how you're feeling this morning. Take a moment to check in. You might be thinking about how tired you are still, your day ahead. It's really important to acknowledge what's going on physically, mentally, emotionally before we get into the movement, just so you can set the scene and move with kindness and compassion to whatever is happening this morning. Try to be still. Try to listen to whatever's coming up without judgment. And this is as much a part of your practice as the movement, this check-in. And then whenever you feel you've had a little listen and that conversation with yourself this morning, allow the thoughts now to move and shift towards the breath. Observe and notice how it feels this morning. How is it flowing? Where can you feel the breath expanding on the inhale, contracting on the exhale? And with each round, aim to get them a little longer, a little deeper, a little smoother. And we'll take a few together. So on your next exhale, let it go now. Good, and then breathe in for a count of 1, 2, 3. Breathe out for 3, 2, 1. Keep that up. Breathing in, 2, 3. Breathing out, 2, 1. And you just want to get into a state of breath where it's flowing through the body. There's no stickiness. At the end of the inhale, you're rolling nicely into the exhale, and so forth. And as best as you can, I want you to stay close to that breath this morning. Wishing you all a lovely morning practice. On your next exhale, I just want you to lower your chin towards the chest. Let the head hang really heavy. Notice the weight of the head. Feel a little stretch in the back of the neck. And then on your next breath, just start to sway the head a little bit from side to side. So almost think about your earlobes working their way towards the tops of the shoulder. A nice gentle sway. And can you inhale to one side and exhale to the other? If it feels good, you're just going to pause on one side. See if you can drop the shoulder a little bit more to feel that stretch in the side of the neck. If you want to add on a little bit, you can reach out the hand on the side that we're stretching, and you can even drape the opposite hand just gently on the side of the head, just to really extend the feeling of that stretch. If that's too much, you ease out, you come back to a step before. If you're not feeling very much, play around with the angle of the chin, and we're going to go to the other side as soon as you feel ready. And same thing applies. If you want to reach, if you want to drape the hand, you can. Awesome. We're going to focus on shoulders and hips a little bit this morning, just to get us ready for the day ahead. Head back to center, fingertips to the shoulders. Let's start to roll the shoulders now. So just think about drawing a circle with each of your elbows. If you want to focus one at a time, there's always the option to do one at a time. Remember, this is your practice. I want you to feel you're moving in ways that feel good for you this morning. Think about bringing the shoulders forwards and backwards. So it's like you're pointing the elbows towards me on the screen, and then you're pointing them behind you. And notice the shoulders will move as if you're squeezing the shoulder blades together as the elbows go back, and then you're rounding the shoulder blades and hollowing the chest as the shoulders come forward. Okay, great. Let's reach the arms up now. I like to hook at the thumbs and spread the fingers. That feels really nice. And you can almost elevate the shoulders, get them really high up to your ears, stretch, make yourself really long. And then just start to tilt from side to side, really gently. Just go very subtly to begin with. And same as when we did the head sways, go at your own pace. And then just like we did, you're going to pause if it feels good. So next time you come to one side, see if you can pause there. And again, if you want, you can drop the hand and go a little bit deeper into the stretch. Doesn't matter what size you're doing. That top hand that's free, maybe you want to circle the wrist, open and close the hands, wiggle the fingers. Bend and extend the elbow a few times, almost like you're giving yourself a little tap on the back. Good, and then whatever side you went to, just go to the other side. And again, you might just stay with the thumbs hooked, or you might go a little bit further. Exactly the same. Wiggle the fingers, circle the wrist. Really feel that side stretch. You want the waist to create space. And be mindful we're not leaning forward, we're not leaning back. We've still got length through the spine, even though we're doing a side stretch. And how's the breath? Are we still breathing that lovely, smooth, steady, deep inhale and exhale? Good, don't forget that tap on the back, and then come back to center. One more reach up, and then hands are going to float behind you. Lean back a little, kick the heels out, and just sway the legs from side to side, like a little windscreen wipe. We're moving into the lower body now. Good, anything that feels good. If you want to do a little cycle, that's fine. Any clicks is okay. Good, wiggle the toes, move the ankles. Nice, and then let's come to tabletop. So, all fours, when you're ready. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips, you know the story. As soon as you're there, let's move into some spinal movements, our cat-cow. Good, just sorting out the old hair. Perfect. Okay, so cat-cow, you know this one. Dipping the belly, lifting the chin, lifting the tailbone as you inhale, drawing the belly in, rounding the spine as you exhale. Again, can you just start to really think about what we're moving? So head, shoulders, rib cage, waist, hips, pelvis, tailbone. The whole length of the spine. Breathing in, breathing out. Sometimes nice to close the eyes. Any other movements that feel good, if you want to swish a little from side to side, that's absolutely fine. Your practice. Take a moment to tuck the toes and send the sit bones back to the heels just to give the toes a nice little stretch here. And then do the same with the wrists. You're going to lean forward a little bit into the wrists. And just do that a few times, backwards and forwards. Take an exhale to go back and inhale to move forward. Lovely. Back to tabletop. Untuck the toes. Hover the right knee. Let's start to circle the right hip. Just like we did with the shoulders, you might start off nice and small, and then you might go a little bit bigger. Notice if you've started to lean a little bit over to the side, try and keep everything nice and central, the weight evenly spread, and as you circle that hip, everything else is still. We're just focusing on that hip joint. Nice, then kick the leg back, drive the heel away, push evenly through the hands, maybe reach the opposite arm. That's just an option, you don't have to do it. Think about the baby toe pointing down of the extended leg. Think about the thumb of the extended arm pointing up. Wobbles are fine, it's first thing in the morning. We're here for 3. We're here for 2. How is the breath on those counts? On 1, hand down, knee into chest, step and shuffle that foot through. Do what you need to get it there. Once you're there, forwards and backwards. Waking up the lower body now. Same thing, inhale forward with the breath, exhale back. Journey with the hands. If you've got yoga bricks, use that. Or those, sorry, if the floor is far away. Nice, and then let's stay forward and come up a little bit with the torso. Hands can rest on the front thigh. Arms can be beside you. You can clasp them. You can come into prayer. What do you feel like doing this morning? Your practice. I'm going to clasp and I'm going to extend my knuckles behind me. Maybe lift my chin a little bit. Yogi's choice. Some of you might want to reach the arms. You could hook the thumbs again. That's another nice one. How's the breath? Has it got a bit sticky? Can we fill up the belly? On your next exhale, bring the hands to frame the foot again, wherever you are. Slide that foot back. Keep the back leg where it is, and you should end up in a nice little diagonal kind of half plank. Okay? And then you're going to exhale all the way down. If you want to do 3 presses, you can. Or you can just continue the exhale all the way down. Yogi's choice. Either way, we meet with our belly on the floor. Same thing. Squeeze and lift 3 times. And when I say squeeze, I'm saying squeeze the shoulder blades, lift the torso, no weight in the hands. Feet are firmly planted down. Inhale to lift, exhale to lower. Just 3 of those. Hands come down, toes tuck, strong push back to that half press up position, and then a little rest in child's pose. Nice. Okay, let's do that again. Other side, back to tabletop. Remember everything you know. This time, you're going to hover the left knee, and you'll start with the circles on the left side. Great, how does the left hip feel? How's the breath? Change directions, and then when you're ready, kick that heel back, push through the hands, nice and strong. Keep the core engaged, navel's drawn in. If you want to reach the hand, you can. It's an option. You could just hover the fingertips, this is fine. 3 more breaths, we're here for 3. Fill up the belly. For 2. Good, on 1. Hand comes down, knee into the chest, step and shuffle through. Same thing. Ooh, my left leg is much tighter. Wow. When I go back, I'm like, ooh, hamstrings. Listen to your body. How's it feeling this morning? How is that hamstring as you go back? How is that hip flexor as you come forward? And then when you're ready, stay forward. Same as the other side, just going to lift the torso. Maybe an opportunity to change your hand position. What did you do last time? What are you going to do this time? Can you lift the chin a little bit more? Can you draw the shoulders back a little bit more? Can you breathe a little bit smoother this time? Nice, okay. On your next exhale, hands come down. Same thing, you're going to slide it back to that little half press up position. 3 more presses if you want them. Yeah, if you don't, maybe you're going to hold a high plank and miss the presses but still work the strength. We're here for 3, pressing or holding. For 2. Good, on 1, if you're in plank, lower the knees. Let's all meet on our bellies. Little inhale, just squeeze and lift this time and hold. Again, breathing whilst we're holding. For 3. For 2. Good, strong push back, relax down. Keep those elbows tucked in. This time, child's pose and downward dog when you're ready. To set up for downward dog, back to tabletop, hover the knees, tuck the toes, lift the hips. First one, walk it out. I'm really looking forward to teaching online for the next couple months. I've missed teaching you guys. So please join me, it's going to be fun. It's nice to get on our mat in the summer. Keep our routines if we even can't make it to the studio. Right, let's walk our feet towards our hands. So we end up at the top of the mat in a dangle. Catch the elbows, let it all hang heavy here. Nice. Remember, the weight's forward. It's not about extending the legs, it's about lifting the hips to the sky. Okay, let's bend the knees and sweep the arms forward so we're in like a version of chair. I don't mind if the arms are by the ears or if they're out in front of you. Let's just start to really wake up the lower half of us. Good. We're here for 3. How's the breath? For 2. Good, on one, press through the heels, full extension of the body, nice reach up. Make yourself super long and do what you want up here. I'm going to go from side to side again. Good. Feet together or feet hip width, whatever feels good. And then listen carefully, right arm back, left arm forward. Come back to centre, left arm back, right arm forward. Doesn't matter what one you did. Just twisting very gently. Keep the hips, keep the toes forward, just the shoulders, the chest, moving on each exhale. A couple more, breathing in, breathing out. Next time you're in centre, full reach up, and then exhale to your forward fold. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, big step back, plank. Knees and belly to the floor, or if you want, you're taking a chaturanga and you're coming through to up dog. Yogi's choice. Pull the rib cage through in your up dog, strong through the legs, and then we meet in a downward facing dog. Nice, 3 good breaths here. Maybe finding a bit of stillness now. Thinking about the placement of the hands, push through index finger knuckle, spread the fingers, knees can be soft. It's about hips to sky. On your next inhale, float the right leg nice and high. As you exhale, step the foot to the top of the mat. Bump it up if you need to, this is fine. Back knee, up or down. Again, I don't mind. High or low lunge. All on the inhale. As you exhale, can you sink a little bit lower if you took that high lunge option? Arms can do whatever they please. They can be behind you, hips, prayer, maybe reaching up. Good, on your next exhale, just bring the hands to the hips, extend through the front leg, and bring the torso towards the front leg, nice and slowly. Maybe the fingertips reach the floor, maybe you're on bricks. You can soften into this front knee if you need to, pyramid pose. Head can hang heavy, rib cage can be on the thigh. Back foot, if you need to bump it up a little bit, you can. The back heel is lifted, the hips are square. Good, inhale, come up halfway, a little soften into that knee. See if we can just do a little balance to get back to the top of the mat. So push off the back toes, a brief warrior 3, just for 3, for 2. Can you come to stand and bring the leg with you on 1? And then exhale. Feet together, well done. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, full fold. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, back to that plank position. Maybe you step back with the left foot first this time. Knees and belly to the floor, or halfway is chaturanga. Nice. Inhale, extend the arms and come through, or stick with your cobra. Exhale. Downward facing dog. 3 good breaths. Can you find stillness? Good, on your next inhale, left leg nice and high. Look forward, step the left foot all the way through. Good. Take a moment, get steady, and then when you're ready, high lunge. Or remember, you've got that option to drop the back knee, take a low lunge. Yogi's choice. How are we feeling? How's the breath? Strong through the legs, press through the feet. On your next inhale, extend both legs. Strong through the torso. Lean forward and fold. Fingertips or hands to the floor. Head heavy. Remember, you can bump up the back foot a little bit if you need to. Can you pull the left hip back and up and hang the head? Really nice. Come back up slowly. On an inhale, soften into the front knee. Come back up just a little bit, so we're kind of halfway up. Push up the back toes. See if you can just do a little balance here. For 3. That front leg's working. For 2. Drive the heel away. On 1, slowly bring the leg with you. Come to stand. And then plant the foot. Nice, okay, one more little flow. Inhale, arms up, breathing in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to lengthen, exhale, big step back and lower. You know what you're doing now, yeah? Remember everything you know. Okay, just one breath in downward dog before we float the right leg nice and high. You can stay here. We're going to hold for 3 breaths. If you want to bend the knee and kick the heel, you can into your split dog. Yogi's choice. Try and maintain equal pressure through the hands. Hips are square or stacked. The choice is yours. We're here for 3, 2, look forward, and on 1, step the foot through. Listen carefully. Left hand's going to stay down. Right arm's going to come up. Twist. So really think about this. Hips are square. Yeah? Shoulders are stacked. Have a little look. Have a little feel of what's going on. Wrists under shoulder. Knee over ankle. Maybe looking up to top thumb. Back knee. Rest it down if you need to. This is fine. Okay, we're going to switch hands. Top hand is going to come down. Bottom hand is going to come up. You're going to spin the back heel down and you're going to open up into a warrior 2 with the right leg forward. I've just turned to face you. Flying warriors, just do 3 of them. Inhale to come up. Exhale to come down. And then let's just hold our warrior. Strong. Look over the front hand. Sink into the hips. Tease the knee. Strong back leg. Breathe. Ready to take on whatever the day ahead brings us, right? In a peaceful way though, let's take a peaceful warrior. Slide the left hand down the back leg. Reach the right arm up. We're still strong in the lower half of us. It's just the top half that's done this little movement. We're here for 3. We're here for 2. On 1, windmill the hands. Frame the front foot. Step the back foot to meet the front foot. If you want to float it up nice and high, that's kind of nice. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Nice, exhale, let's go all the way down. Inhale to lengthen, exhale to step. You know what's coming, knees or chaturanga. Inhale to come through. Exhale to push back. Just 1 breath. And then we float the left leg nice and high. Remember, you can stay here or you bend the knee and stack the hips. On your next inhale, look forward. Step the left foot all the way through. When you're ready, get settled and then open into your twist. So this time, the left hand comes up, the right hand stays down. Can you look up to that top hand? How's the breath? When you're ready, switch the hands. Left hand down, right arm up, and you're going to guide yourself up into Warrior Two. This time, the left foot's forward. Flying Warriors, here we go. It's an inhale to reach up and extend. It's an exhale to come down and rebend. Beautiful. Right, okay, let's hold. Looking forward, reaching, relaxed through the shoulders. Adding that peaceful warrior if you want to. Left hand up, right hand down. We're here for 3, for 2. Good on 1. Come back on the inhale. Windmill on the exhale. Kick that back foot super high. Float to the top of the mat and dangle. Good. Let it go. Option to take a vinyasa if you want, or we're just going to stay in this little dangle. If you're taking your vinyasa, meet us back in the dangle. Fingertips down, heel toe the feet a little bit wider. Turn the toes out and sink the sit bones down. And just do that a few times. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Good. And then if that feels okay, you're going to come into a yogi squat. If that's a little bit of a struggle first thing in the morning, all you're going to do, find a cushion, find a pillow, or maybe you've got a yoga brick, and just place that underneath your sit bones so you can feel okay in your yogi squat. Maybe you're just sitting there and hanging out here a little bit. And there's so many things you can do here. You can shift and move a little bit. You can twist and reach. You can carry on with that up and down. You can find a bit of stillness. We're just going to hang out here for another 5 or so breaths. Try and keep the spine long, breath smooth and steady. Awesome. When you're ready, you're going to find your way to a seat. So there might be a little moment where you use your hands, or there might just be a little badonk. Either way, we're now kind of at the top of our mat. You can spin around if you need to face the long edge of the mat. And you're just going to come back to those little sweeps with your knees from swishing to the right and to the left. Nice. How are you feeling? Surprising how much you can get done in half an hour, right? Coming towards the end of the class now. Each morning, they'll last about 30 to 40 minutes. We're usually starting at 7 a.m. So tomorrow it will be 7 a.m. If you're watching the recording, well done. If you're with me live, thank you for joining. Let's come to a seated figure 4 just to finish. So you're going to take the right ankle, whichever ankle, across to the opposite knee. And as you do this, you can come a little bit closer, or you can lean a little bit further back. Depends on how your hips feel this morning. If you want to add a little bit more, you can take it into a twist by dropping the legs over to the left. Some of you might want to recline and do this. If you've got a bit more time this morning, I encourage you to recline in this. If you know you've got to get about your day now, maybe stay seated. When you're ready, other side. If you've reclined, just switch the ankles. Same if you're seated. Holding figure 4 just for a moment before you add the twist if you want to, either from a seated position or a lying down position. And yogis, try and hold on to your breath for just a little while longer. Opportunity to just close the eyes here now for the final moments of the practice. Two options: ease out of this and come back to a comfortable seat, or if you're reclined, extend the legs and lie down. Place your hands on the belly wherever you are. We're going to just take 10 deep breaths together to finish the practice this morning. If you've got time to lie down, I encourage you to lie down. If you're seated, sit upright. And here we go. Nice exhale wherever you are. Breathe in for a count of 1, 2, 3. Breathe out for 3, 2, 1. Breathing in and breathing out. 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 5 more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Final 3. As you breathe in, feel yourself filling up, expanding. As you breathe out, feel yourself easing, relaxing. By all means, on these final ones, breathe in. If you want to exhale through the mouth, go ahead. Let it go. Last one. Breathe in. And breathing out. If your eyes are closed and you've got time to rest, take this time to rest. If you are coming out, blink the eyes open, roll up to seated. Take a moment to think about how you're going to move into the rest of your morning. Bow the head as a little sign of gratitude to yourself, to your fellow yoga community for joining you online. Well done, everyone. Lovely to see you. Have a great Wednesday. See you tomorrow, 7 a.m. Well done. Thanks, guys. Feel free to write in the chat if you'd like to. Thank you, everyone. I'll send the recording.